Hey, Dan Passarelli here. Well, I know we have some experienced traders and some intermediate traders and some beginner traders in our audience. But right now, I would like to talk about 3 mistakes that beginner traders make. And hey, even if you're experienced, you can listen in and see if you made these mistakes early on as well. So, one of the biggest mistakes that I see beginner traders make is they just start trading too fast, right? They read a book and they get excited about it and they want to put the thing that they learned to use, and they just jump in, start trading real money, and maybe have some knowledge gaps that should have been filled in before that. So, one thing that I always say is there's 3 stages to becoming a trader. One is learn and spend your time doing that. Uh, if you learn by reading books, read a few books, right? If you're a visual learner, find some video courses. If you learn best by, storytelling, being told things, then find a coach. There are many, many resources to help you move on to the next level. And then once you do, it's very helpful to paper trade first. That's trading with pretend money so that you can try out some of the things that you've learned, and then you can move on to trading with real money. Which brings us to our second mistake, trading too big. So when you first start out trading, you want to keep it small. Even if you've paper traded for months, you are going to make mistakes. Everyone does. And the real market trades a little bit different than the simulated paper trading market. One of the best ways to think about how big you should trade is to look at how much you can lose on the trade that you make. If you're buying calls, like these calls here in Apple, if I buy one of these, October 31st, 180 calls, it's going to cost me $370. A one lot is probably pretty good for a new trader. If we're looking at something like Netflix, where there's a bigger ticket on there, buying one of these $395 calls is going to cost me $2,000. That might just be too big of a trade. If I'm doing credit spreads, I want to look at the margin. I want to look at how much I can lose on that. We always want to think in terms of return on risk. So it's not enough to say, oh, I'll trade 2 lots. A 2 lot here might be way too big for some beginner traders. We always want to look at the return on risk. And then the third thing is being too emotional. And that can come from trading too fast or too big and making mistakes and having some disproportionate losses that you didn't expect or that you were emotionally unprepared for. We want to keep it logical. We want to work together with generally a coach to come up with a plan and stick with that plan and never let emotion creep into your trading. I hope that helps. This is Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart.